It's Ron Reader digs the universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe. And tonight, James Talarico, Demoncrat for Senator. I first encountered the term Demoncrat on an evangelical weirdo's protest sign listing all the kinds of people who are going to hell. Fornicators, abortionists, witches, Satanists, homosexuals, feminists, you get the idea. I thought the sign included the word Democrats, but I had to have a friend point out to me that it actually said Demoncrats. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Demoncrats. Automatically, I understood. Demoncrat is simply the ultimate conclusion to an evangelical line of thinking that started taking shape as the anti-abortion movement first started flexing its political muscles in the 1980s. Democrats support abortion, therefore they kill children. That notion gets mixed with the Old Testament Canaanite god Molech, who commanded child sacrifice in fire from his worshippers. So basically Democrats worship Satan and yada yada, they're possessed by demons. They are demons. Demoncrats. Kind of incoherent, I know, but then so is a lot of evangelical thinking. Anyway, U.S. Representative Riley Moore, a Republican from West Virginia, is essentially accusing James Talarico, the Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate in Texas, of being a Demoncrat. Now, Moore is a Catholic, but conservative Catholics and evangelical Protestants are theological fellow travelers, especially on the issue of abortion, but increasingly many more issues as the MAGA era marches on. I mean, hear how easily his interviewer, conservative pseudo-journalist Benny Johnson, an obvious evangelical, directs Moore to a shared conclusion. I mean, that guy, says Johnson of Talarico, saying that Jesus loves abortion and loves transing of the kids and that God is non-binary, I feel guilty, Congressman, just repeating his blasphemies and heresy on my show. It's actually Antichrist ideology. Catholic Moore is right there with him. I think he is demonic. There are other forces at work here. Other forces. Do you think maybe he means Satan? Of course he does. Now, this is fairly typical evangelical rhetoric, the whole demon accusation slur, but it feels a bit more desperate to me this time, and that's because they perceive Talarico as a real ideological threat to their very existence as political players. He's a Presbyterian minister who preaches love and social justice, you know, the stuff that Jesus actually said, instead of the wrath of God used as a rhetorical bludgeon against any and all enemies. Talarico offers an entirely different model of Christianity, which may very well be much more appealing than the model offered by evangelicals. They're scared. They know they can't successfully argue against Jesus' love, so they have no choice but to call him a Demoncrat and hope it sticks. James Talarico has hit a nerve. They're going to attack him this way a whole lot more, but as Marvin Gaye once sang, only love can conquer hate. He's definitely got my vote. I'm Ron Reader, and this has been Ron Reader Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reader, again next week for another episode of Ron Reader Digs the Universe.